Alright, y'all, couple hours later, got the V6 fan from Amazon, got that in here. Now I had this box for a pretty long time, been sitting in my storage for a long time. So today is the day where got a nice sunny day outside. I'm in the middle of a parking lot. Hopefully before I get this installed, because I know for a fact, just to put this out there, because I don't think too many people mention it, even though it's a V6 fan, but you guys can see a whole lot difference though. But I'm about to Boys and girls, welcome back. Happy Saturday. Welcome back to another video. About to hit the gym right now, and it's a beautiful morning here today in PA. Got my bottle of water with me. Trying to hold my camera so I can show you guys. Always drink a gallon a day. You don't have to, but you could drink a half. Me, I drink a gallon because I get thirsty a lot. But man, look at that Subaru, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you guys though. I always want, if there's one car, I'm a muscle car guy. When it come down to me, picking whatever car I want to drive, I say mostly a muscle car. But I think that these like Subarus in general, not these kinds, but they still, they all have like the same kind of look. But I personally think that they sound super good. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. Like the exhaust on these things, whenever I hear them, they always sound real good. But it's a beautiful car. About to head to the gym, and then I'm gonna share with you guys exactly what I'm gonna be doing today in this video. Hopefully it stay nice and sunny outside, because normally whenever I tend to do stuff on Saturdays, we get some rain. It was raining like an hour ago, but it stopped, which is a good thing. Apparently when I checked the weather channel, it says that it's gonna rain I think later tonight. So it's gonna be sunny for the rest of the day, so that's a good thing. But I'm about to head into the gym right now. All right, y'all, couple hours later, got the V6 fan from Amazon, got that in here. Now I had this box for a pretty long time, been sitting in my storage for a long time. So today is the day where got a nice sunny day outside. I'm in the middle of a parking lot. Hopefully before I get this installed, because I know for a fact, just to put this out there, because I don't think too many people mention it, even though it's a V6 fan, it does fit on the Dodge Ram on this truck. But when you order them from Amazon, it will tell you that it doesn't fit. So with me, just to be on the safe side, I don't know about what year or whatever year your truck is, I don't know what that is, but before doing everything, taking everything apart, I would say there's a latch right here. This is what's connected to the fan. All you gotta do is unplug it, boom. Try to get my hands right there. It's kind of tough, so give me 1 second. So all you gotta do is unplug this. Kind of hard to get my hands there, so let me try to pull it out. All right, pull it out. But this right here, just got to make sure this is you want to make sure you plug in the new fan to that, just so it match up before doing the work, taking everything off. But if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it's going to match up. So just to give you guys a heads up. Well, I'm gonna show you guys right now how everything look. Boom. Crazy, right in time, because this thing right here pretty much is like broken on the bottom part. So I'm about to remove that, and then you guys gonna see why this is something I definitely recommend. If you got one of these 4th generation Ram, definitely something that you should definitely do. because you guys gonna see how much more space is in the engine bay for a Ram compared to you having this whole thing. And the thing that's taking up most of the space is this cover, which is unnecessary. But then when you look closer on this side, for the guys that are saying, oh, this, that, what's the point of you putting a V6 fan, this and that? One reason why, right? I don't know if you guys could see, but I'm pointing it out. So there's the fan sitting on a water pump. I believe that's the water pump pulley. So pretty much it's putting a strain on that. Every time you drive, pretty much, obviously, you're losing, you're going to lose couple amount of horsepower, if that makes sense. But when you take that off, you're going to gain probably like 1 or 2 or 3 horsepower, somewhere around there. But it's definitely going to help the car, though, that you keeping the old one on there that's sitting on the water pump pulley, which is something that you definitely don't want. That's one of the good benefits of doing this. And then also you're going to have a huge space, whole lot of space. So I'm about to start unboxing everything, and then pretty much I'm going to go from there. Hopefully y'all can be able to hear me because it's super windy outside, but I'm gonna show you guys a little quick. Pretty much this is the fan. It's a lot bigger, as you guys can see. So I think somebody mentioned this before, but I'm mentioning it to some people because when I was trying to do this too, I didn't see too many videos mentioning it. But for the V6 fan, if you look, there's 1, 2, 3. So it has like three freaking how you call it? I'm gonna just say 3 teeth. So the regular one that's on a truck only has the 2, 1, 2. But that's fine because the plug, that plug, the actual plug, let me show you guys right now. The actual plug, which is this, I just unplugged, it has a spot for that. So it has a spot for actually 4, but there's only 2 on this one. But that one has 3. So it shouldn't be a problem, should be able to fit. But I'm gonna start taking everything apart and then pretty much go from there. So, quick little update before I start taking this from apart. So for me, what I've seen on YouTube that worked. So if you plan on doing this, you're gonna need a monkey wrench, which I have right here, and then you're gonna need a breaker bar, pretty much. And then I got the wrong one, but the right one is I think 3/8. So I end up having that, but it's kind of short. It's kind of down there right now. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got it on there. So you're pretty much gonna be going so to loosen this, the top part, to be able to loosen it, you got to go pretty much counterclockwise. And then also for that little spot on the bottom part, there's a little place you could put the breaker bar right on there. I forgot what the name of that thing is, but you should be able to see it. This is not really like a how-to, just a little quick, little easy, something. It's not really anything that's really kind of hard for you to figure out. But you're going to be turning this way clockwise with the monkey wrench, and then with the breaker bar, you're going to be going the opposite direction, which is counterclockwise. Talking too fast because I'm trying to hurry up. But pretty much you should be able to do it, and it should be able to come off. The reason why you need that on there, because the monkey wrench, because just so it can stop the fan from spinning. So if that makes sense, if you try with just the monkey wrench, it's gonna keep spinning. So that's the best way I've seen on YouTube, that some people was doing it and it worked. So I'm about to do the same thing. Hopefully it should come off easily. All right, y'all, so I was able to get it loosened after a couple turns, but the next thing, got to take this off, and then there's a cover underneath that has, I think, 3 pins on there that you got to remove. So I'm about to do that right now. This was underneath, that's what you got to pop out. And then I got the top part off, but just to give you guys a quick little sneak peek, to show you guys how much, like, that piece, like this fan on here, take up so much space, and it's kind of crazy, but I'm glad that I'm able to get it off. I'm going to be putting in a new one, but as you guys can see how much more space it is. Okay, so she's almost off. Just to break it down for you guys, if you didn't understand the first time what I was trying to tell you, because it was kind of hard to see, but I'm gonna try to let me try to bring it back. Let me show you guys right now. So there's a little slot right here on the bottom part, right here where my thumb is at, and this is where this gonna go. Put that in there like that. And then your monkey wrench go on that. And so you're going to lift this up, and then your monkey wrench you're going to lift down pretty much. So that's going to keep everything from moving, keep the fan from moving pretty much. But you guys could see the huge difference. The only reason why I got all this space, I didn't go underneath to grab most of the stuff, because like I was saying earlier, one reason why I definitely had to switch to the V6 fan, because I think whoever owned the truck before, they probably broke this, or this probably broke, but I see that they put a tape on there, and it was kind of, it's kind of like in a bad shape, so it wasn't like all one piece. Normally it'll be like a whole one piece, so it's going to be able to sit like this. So you guys, I think like somewhere like this, but that's where it broke at. So pretty much it's not really as useful, so, but you guys can see a whole lot difference though, but I'm about to take this off. I'm about to take these off. If you're taking this stuff off, I'll definitely tell you, make sure you keep everything. So came right off. Show you guys a difference. For the guys that keep saying, oh yeah, it's pointless for you to do this, or you shouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. Why are you trying to put a V6 fan if you don't understand? So here's a difference for you to see. This is the 5.7 V8 fan. And then this is the V6 fan. Look at the difference. It's a huge difference. One is big as hell and one is small. So it's not just one of the reasons why I'm doing it. Set this over here to the side. But I got it off. And this is exactly where it was sitting at. Exactly where it was sitting at before. So it ain't gonna be on there no more. All right, I'm underneath the car. So there's supposed to be, if just in case, like mine, for some reason, there's supposed to be like a clip hole in it to be able to take it off. But for some reason, there's a couple of things I realized on this car that's kind of like off. Like the fan cover was broken, and then it doesn't have one here. It seemed like somebody took it off and broke it. Tried taking it off and broke it. So that should be easy to really, I don't really gotta, normally you will pop it off and then go back up top, hit the clips on the side, and then you should be able to pretty much pull the fan up, and that should be about it. All All right, y'all, check this out. See now, but what I was saying, do you guys see how much more space is in here? How big this engine bay is? It's crazy. All right, y'all, so quick little update. What I just did was I used one of the black tape. It's a temporary thing because one of these right here, like these ones up here, you ain't got to worry about, but this one right here, as you guys can see how close it is to the radiator hose. I do have my grinder at my shop, at my storage. So if you have a grinder or whatever this and that, just try to grind it down a little bit, or you can do what I did. Like, it's not really like poking it, but it's just like touching it, just to be on the safe side, just in case if it hit it or stuff like that, just so you don't have a hole, but it's something for you to do. But it's crazy to see how much more space that is in here, y'all. But pretty much 2 screws, same way you take it out, same way you're gonna put it back in. 2 screws on the side, and then you got this that should be able to bolt right in. Now this is obviously that's not going to be able to reach. So I want to explain one thing. This is the part where I know for a fact when you put these on, obviously you don't have this right here cannot connect because you don't have enough wire. So what I seen on YouTube that works was this bolt right here. You just want to take it off, and then that should be able to hang off, and then you just plug it in. And you could use like a zip tie, or you could use whatever to try to keep it in place from, hitting the fan and stuff like that. It's not really, fan is all the way over here. So use a zip tie, and that's really should be about it. All right, so for me, as you see, it's plugged in. It really doesn't hang much for me. I don't really need to put a zip tie on there, but I don't know, it might be different for you or whatever, but like I say, you could put a zip tie on there, and then that hanging out like that should be fine. Shouldn't really be a problem, but I didn't put no zip tie on. Hopefully everything should run as it should, but it's crazy, guys. You see how much more space there is. A lot more space. And one thing I gotta say, man, I guess I'm not the only one working on my car, but there's a lot of these green bugs. I don't know where they came from, but it's a bunch of them sitting on my car. Like, I gotta get out of here. But one last thing too, the underneath, same thing. There's a clip underneath that you gotta clip the parts on with that little flopping thing, and that should be pretty much about it. So I'm driving right now, just to make sure everything is cool. I got my AC on. Obviously the fan gotta be on now, but right now, as you guys can see, what it's showing, right in close to the middle as usual. And also I didn't change the thermostat on here yet. It's still the stock one, but I definitely say it's something you definitely got to do. I do have it right here currently in the car. I'm planning on doing it, just ain't had time to do it today, but it's a very easy process, and everything's still running smooth, and pretty much she's nice and cool. No overheating, but definitely feel a lot more. My throttle does feel a lot more responsive. I don't know if it's because the fan not sitting on a pulley no more, the water pump pulley, or I think that got to be the reason though. And then my miles per gallon definitely is going up a little bit more, but I'm not saying you're gonna experience the same thing, but I'm just saying with what I noticed since I did this. Currently driving the car right now, got the AC blasting, And right now it's 85 degrees outside. As you guys see, 85. But yeah. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video. If you find this information helpful or to support the channel, definitely give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.